Hey, we're back with the Screen Team, and we're getting ready to review an animated film with a little bit of a twist to it. So we're talking Gotham by Gaslight. We've got Scully here to do the review for us. And Scully, this is an interesting interpretation of Batman. Where is Batman? Is he in Gotham City? What's he doing, man?
It is Gotham, but it's like 1800s Gotham.
Okay.
I love this movie. I don't know when this is going to air, but I have just watched this movie. It just come out this last Tuesday. I've watched it twice. And it's sitting down by my player, getting ready to watch the third time. I'm going to watch the features and stuff when I go home. I love this movie. We're talking London and Jack the Ripper set in Gotham. Okay. It's fantastic. It is so fantastic. I love the look, the story, the idea behind it. The antagonist of the villain in this thing is Jack the Ripper. Anybody who knows history knows we don't exactly know who Jack the Ripper was.
Sure.
And so there's a lot of room to play there.
Yeah.
But anybody who also knows history and what Jack the Ripper did, he pretty much dissected 5 corner women.
Yeah.
5 prostitutes, if you will. And that's exactly how this starts playing out in Gotham by Gaslight. We're introduced to, we open up to an 1800 style little, not really theater. You're sort of in an enclosure where we have a dancer that steps out, and her this happens to be Pamela Isley, Poison Ivy.
Nice.
And so that's how they really play into this. And she becomes our first victim.
Yeah. That's cool.
It is.
I'm liking it so far.
Fantastic, man. And so they play on that. I wish I could say that they follow it out and you see all the different villains, but I think that would be a little much.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see little cameos like that portrayed. The animation in this is simply fantastic. We have a much bigger, buffer Jim Gordon. His nose is very large on his face type. We still have Lieutenant Bullock, who's just as large and whatnot. We have a large Batman. Everybody's got that bulky style drawing. I really love that in the these animators, because when you got the bulkier guys, the women become almost thinner, like they could pick them up with their hands too. So it's one of those styles animation. Batman simply looks fantastic. He's almost steampunk looking.
Yeah.
You've got this more of a sort of a Sherlock Holmes double cape going on and stuff like that. It's really done well.
And it's still Bruce Wayne, right?
It's still Bruce Wayne. Yes, we still have all your core characters are the same as they've always been.
Okay.
But let me tell you, the twist on this one was completely out of left. I did not see it coming, and it blew. Me and my son were watching at the same time, and it blew us away. I literally paused the movie and said, blah, blah, blah. And my son says, no way, blah, blah, blah. Rewind, play, pause. It was blah, blah, blah. Oh, my gosh, blah, blah, blah. Play. What a great movie. I mean, it's so fantastic.
Does this kind of reach into more of the Bruce Wayne and the Batman of being a detective, where he's got to figure out who Jack the Ripper is and how he's doing these crimes and who he's gonna?
You would think that, you would really think that, but no, it doesn't. It's you get very Batman doing his nightly Batman thing here. You get Bruce trying to show that he's not a Batman style character, by day, while at night he's got certain duties and priorities he still has to take care of before he can go out and look for Jack the Ripper as Batman and whatnot. And that's a really good point. You would thought that they would have brought him more detective in, but it's not really that. It's just a fantastic Batman movie. I was gonna say something else, can't remember.
Do you know who does the voice of Batman? Is it Kevin or is it somebody else?
It is not Kevin. I do not remember.
Okay. I will search for that.
Yeah, we have one of my favorite things in this movie is also my son's favorite things.
It's Bruce Greenwood again.
Greenwood?
Who did Under the Red Hood.
How fantastic is that?
Yep.
No wonder I like it so much. What you get in here towards the beginning also, like one of, I think, the second scenes is the Robins.
The Robins, plural?
The Robins. Remember, we're in 1800s London-style Jack the Ripper era Gotham. all of our kids are runaways or orphans or this, that, and the other. And at the beginning, we get this alley happening where three young kids with a knife are threatening a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Their names happen to be Dickie, Jason, and Timmy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we get the hint that they're called the Street Robins or something like this. They're from the Robins, or that's sort of like the gutter name that they're called.
Yeah.
And in the end, there's of course a small tie-in with Batman. It really plays well. We loved this movie, and I think it's because of how different characters were brought in, even like that unexpectedly, and how they were utilized to tell actually sort of a historical representation of the Jack the Ripper story through a Batman tale. It's really fantastic. You've got to see this movie.
All right. So and you've already answered my question. I was going to ask you if you are a fan of comic book movies, if you love superhero films, is this a film that needs to be in your collection? Do you need to see this?
This is for those who are big fans of the Elseworlds.
Okay.
The comic book stories that don't have to take place in this time, in this world, in this presence, in this, whatnot.
Sure.
There are plenty of those like that. There's the Second Earth things and like that, and Infinite Earths and whatnot. But this is very cool because they don't bother addressing it. They just place Batman and Gotham City in that era and put Jack the Ripper in the middle of it, and they tell the story. And it comes off fantastic.
Well, you've sold it for me, man. I'm ready to go see it right now.
Must. Love it.
It's called Gotham by Gaslight. It's an animated film from Warner Brothers, and you can get it on DVD, Blu-ray, the whole shebang, all right? Scully, Chris, we are part of the Screen Team, and remember, we want you to know before you go.